Righto, we're ready to go. Well, Trina, another day at the office. We've had a fairly interesting day. One of the first items was up for discussion was the conferences that have been attended by yourself, myself and our fellow councillors. And Councillor Ham and Councillor Hayes attended the Destinations and Visitor Economy seminar in Sydney, which they gave a report on.
And then we gave our report in relation to the National Regional Forum, National General Assembly, and of course the first Australian Council of Local Government
in 10 years. Yeah. So it's been a fairly busy time, exposing us to what's going on across local government, not only across New South Wales, but as far as the National Assembly was concerned, across 540 councils in Australia were in attendance there, and
55% of those are rural, regional or remote.
That's
so
right.
We make up a significant percentage. You know what I really liked was just listening to Councillor Hughes, Sam, talk today as a first-time councillor to come along to the National General Assembly and the also National Regional Forum, and then be a part of the Australian Council. And to listen to Sam talk about how much he got out of it and how much he valued it. And I think this is where people tend to forget they're not junkets, and they're not just an opportunity to go out and sort of have a good time. It's about networking. It's about hearing firsthand from other people the significance of some of the things that local government do, engaging with other councils and other council laws.
And understanding also, Trina, that we're not the only people that are confronting the issues of today, that other local government areas are having similar problems, certainly dealing with the escalating costs of doing business, the fact that mergers and demergers are issues across New South Wales and across Australia generally. The problems that the councillors in Northern Australia face are not greatly dissimilar to the ones that we face here, and the way they go about addressing some of these problems is quite a revelation, to be quite honest.
It is. So
it's about really engaging and networking with other councils and understanding that we're not alone in some of the issues that we confront. So.
And I think just demonstrates conferences are important. We can't live within our postcode and expect to have knowledge that just happens by osmosis. So
that's right.
Sometimes that's it. Now, we also had the Snowy Valleys Regional Tracks and Trails Plan.
Well, that's something that we've talked about in detail, and of course we've got a lot of those across our local government area. The Human Hollow Walking Track, the Tumbarumba to Rosewood Rail Trail. There's a significant number of them.
But we've identified our three priority ones.
That's right. Yeah. And they're significant. The first one that we've identified is the Goodra.
No, I think it's the
Batlow Rail Trail. Yeah, look, I'm not giving them in order, but there are three items that we adopted as number significant in developing into the future. It was the Batlow to Wyballina Rail Trail,
the down at the Chimit River
Walk, yeah,
and then
that's right. The Goodra Munja Trail in Tumbarumba that comes off the rail trail and heads towards the track out to potential track out to the Henry Angel trackhead. So look, there's rather than rush off with a multiplicity of exercises, we've tried to focus on ones that we think are achievable, something that we can do within a reasonable budget, and all of these are dependent on grant fundings. But look, and we want to engage the community who are fascinated or interested in these things as part of the solution. So.
And I think that it's really important. The majority of councillors are really supportive of that Batlow Rail Trail down to Wyballina, and we see it as an opportunity for Batlow to thrive, for it to find something that's going to provide opportunities all year round for visitors, locals, and even other people just living within Snowy Valleys Council. It's a nice way to spend a day.
It's all about growing our whole local government area, and Batlow, it's part of it. What we can do for Tumut to make it a better experience for people to come and visit, across the whole of our local government area. We need to, we've got the the sculpture trail, priority certainly for the people of Adelong. We've got sculptures in both, in virtually all our communities now. I think there's one in Talbingo.
None in Tumut yet.
None in Tumut, but I believe that's on the agenda for the not too distant
there
future.
You go. Now you mentioned the word visits. We started our day today with a visit. We went out to the Gilmore Waste Centre.
That's right. To have a look at our focus out there, the way we go about processing our waste and recycling, and look, you couldn't have found a better example of how to go about it than out there.
There's a lot of talk and a lot of social media happening at the moment in relation to the putrid smell that
stench,
the stench that nobody can deny is happening. And
look,
if nothing else, we learnt that, in our opinion, from this morning, it's certainly not coming from Snowy Valley's
our
Waste
facility,
Centre at
that's
Gilmore.
for sure. And even coming in this morning from Tumbarumba, once you turned onto the Snowy Mountains Highway, you were actually overpowered by the stench. And look, I feel for the people that are out there dealing with it. And apparently the EPA are onto the issue, and hopefully we'll find out where it's coming from, and two, the prime exercise is to prevent it from happening, because it would be quite nauseating, in my opinion, to live.
Can I just say too, though, that I'm sure everybody who went out there, the way in which the facility is actually presented, and the way the way that John Stanfield is actually managing it out there, it is such an incredible facility.
Well, I think it's a credit to Valmar in the way they go about delivering our recycling and our waste facilities, not only just here in Tumut, but they provide that service in Adelong, Tumbarumba.
Did you want me to throw another furphy in?
Oh, why not? You've done it before. That's right.
Talking about visits, we did actually travel up to see Minister for Local Government.
We did.
We did.
Mr. Ron Honing, or Minister Ron Honing, and discussed the proposition of the demerger. He was, quite, what would you say?
He was receptive to this.
He was very receptive to our approach, but he did point out that they have a problem in one, funding it, and two, we need to go through the process that's been developed by local government legislation, 218cc, which means we'll be lodging our application very soon, within the next couple. Well, there's only one day left of this week, so either late this week or early next week, with the view to having him present it to the Boundaries Commission and then go through that process. There's a way to go. It's not going to happen overnight, and we have no idea what the outcome of the Boundaries Commission will be.
And I think that's the other really important thing to understand, is that the process that we're going through now, there is no guarantee. We have been promised absolutely nothing. We're looking at alternative options of models of how do you demerge one council back into two that will never ever be the same as what they were before. And that's where the community needs to understand.
I think that's most definitely. I think there's an expectation out there that people will get back what they had before. Well, it's a nice expectation, but reality may well be something different. And the idea that you can ensure good governance in a democracy is, it's not necessarily a given. So, anyway.
Congratulations are going out, Chaff.
Who are we congratulating? Not only our two new Australian citizens.
No, we've got two fabulous new Australian citizens,
That's right.
and it was so nice. They brought family and friends with them this
Oh, it was
morning.
magic to see the number of people that turned up.
And the generations.
That's right,
and I apologise up front if I get the names wrong, but Chalita Hutchinson, and also to Latoda. Oh, here we go. You see, I knew I'd do this. Sukratar,
yeah.
So
I hope we've got that right. But look, it was really a joyous occasion, and they obviously appreciated the fact that, one, that they felt so comfortable and welcome, and two, that they were able to bring so many of their family and friends along to the occasion. It was really a spontaneous event. It was really
and I think sometimes we, as born and bred where we are, probably take for granted what a significant step it is, and the number of times some of the tests that they have to do. I doubt that many Australians would be able to go through the test the way
Yeah,
that they
that's
have.
right.
And so, you know, all credit to them. Congratulations to them. I hope they've had the most wonderful day. I think they were heading off for morning tea,
Tea.
which we hoped included a Lamington, a piece of toast and Vegemite. But
Well,
you
we
know,
live in hopes,
yeah.
and I did point out that they have a distinct advantage over both myself and Trina in the fact that they've got a certificate to say that they're Australians.
I know.
Whereas,
I know.
yeah. Anyway, it was really a joyous
It was.
occasion,
And
they,
it should
they
be
appreciate it.
celebrated.
Yeah, most definitely.
And OAM.
Talking about celebrations, yes. Well, we congratulated our OIM recipient out of the King's. I've got to be careful here. The King's birthday honours list, and Miss Anne Tharagood from Tumbarumba. Anne's been a stalwart of the Tumbarumba community for many years, and one of her major focuses has been on the Pioneer Women's Hut and the quilt centre out there. They do a wonderful job out there, and Anne has been virtually the major driver of that facility for a long time. But her contribution to the community over many years has been significant, and it's been great that she's been recognised in the King's, I've got to get it right, King's Birthday Honours list. So congratulations, Anne, and the council were very warm in their expression of appreciation and your success in being awarded the OAM. So
Now, we've welcomed a new director since the last council meeting.
We have. We welcomed
Director of Infrastructure and Works.
Duncan Mitchell.
Yes.
He's, in my opinion, is a bit of a breath of fresh air. He's certainly brought a new dimension to Snowy Valleys Council, and look, we also need to compliment the people who've acted in that position in the past. But he's really hit the ground running. He's virtually covered the whole of the local government area. Starting to get a good understanding of what's going on, and it will, in my opinion, be a great adjunct to our ability to deliver services and better outcomes to our community. So
And the organisation as a whole.
that's right.
Now,
and part of what I consider it to be a great organisation.
Having said that, we're now saying goodbye to somebody who's been here not quite 12 months, but we thank Ken.
Yeah, most definitely. He's brought about significant change within the organisation. I certainly feel confident in the fact that we're getting a better understanding of our financial situation, and he's certainly brought a level of stability. We've also in a position to announce that we've been fortunate to recruit a new general manager who will be starting, I believe, on or about the 21st of August. So there'll be a little bit of a hiatus between Ken going and our new general manager starting, but that space will be filled by both our Director of Community and Corporate Services as well as our Director of Infrastructure and Works. So
we're doing
I think we're starting to do really well. Yeah, it's great.
Anything else?
I don't know. I think we've probably covered it pretty well today, Trina. It's been quite a productive sort of a day. It's. I don't know. I just feel that we're starting to progress, so it's really good.
So it's onwards and upwards, and all guns getting ready for the August meeting, I suppose.
That's right. And I think one thing I'd like to make comment on, and I found it very rewarding dealing with the actual staff in Snowy Valleys Council. I think there was a period of time early in our tenure where things were a little bit rocky, might have been the word, but I think things are starting to settle down, and I feel that maybe there's a level of, confidence within the organisation, and that to me stands us all in good well for the future.
We're not in silos. We just want to.
We don't want silos. Well, this is one organisation. We're here to represent the community. We're here to, we're actually employed by the community to deliver an outcome for them. And I think that's once we get that sort of thought going in the organisation, we'll be a better place for it.
I think we've spoken long enough, Chaff.
Yeah, shut up. I've said too much.
End of it. Thank you. See you next month.
See ya. Ta-da.